Medicare Advantage, upcoding, and a $556 million wake-up call. Grab your coffee, your tea, or whatever keeps you upright, because we need to have a serious talk. If you are enrolled in Medicare Advantage, or if you are helping a parent choose a plan, this one is for you. This month, Kaiser Permanente agreed to pay $556 million in what is now the largest Medicare Advantage fraud settlement in U.S. history. And no, that's not a typo. That's $500 million with a B. According to the Department of Justice, Kaiser was accused of billing Medicare for medical conditions patients did not have. No, not might develop. Not borderline. Not Google told me at 2 a.m. They did not have. Now, before anyone panics, take a breath, because this doesn't mean your doctor was evil or that Medicare Advantage itself is the villain twirling a mustache. But it does mean we need to talk about how the system can be abused. So let's talk about the setup, okay? Medicare Advantage is the private insurance alternative to original Medicare. It's popular, very, very popular. About 34 million people are enrolled, and that's more than half of all Medicare beneficiaries. And roughly 2 million of them are with Kaiser Permanente. Medicare pays these plans more money for sicker patients, which makes sense, right? Until sickness becomes a creative writing exercise. Prosecutors say Kaiser pressured doctors to add diagnosis even when these conditions weren't treated, they weren't addressed, or even in cases sometimes not even discussed. So between 2009 and 2018, Kaiser allegedly added about 500,000 diagnoses, leading to nearly 1 billion, with a B, in improper payments. Now, this practice has a name, and it's called upcoding. Think of it like this. You're going in for a sprained ankle. Okay, let's say you're doing that. And leave labeled with chronic kidney disease, depression, and why not just throw in dementia? Surprise! And before you ask, no, patients aren't often told that these diagnoses were added. Very scary. Now, this case didn't come out of just nowhere, you guys. It started with whistleblowers, including a longtime Kaiser physician who said this, and I quote, this doesn't feel right. Fast forward years later, and the Department of Justice steps in. Federal prosecutors said Medicare Advantage is supposed to serve patients, not corporate profits. And when fraud happens, everyone, you guys, everyone loses. Seniors lose, caregivers lose, and yes, everyone who is a taxpayer. Kaiser, for its part, settled the case without admitting wrongdoing, which is legal speak for, we're not saying we did anything wrong, but here's 556 million. Does that make us okay? And friends, this isn't just about Kaiser. A recent U.S. Senate report also accused, United Healthcare Group, the largest Medicare Advantage insurer in the country, of gaming the same payment system. Senator Chuck Grassley said his investigation reviewed over 50,000 internal documents. That's a lot of documents. The report flagged diagnoses like opioid dependence and dementia, conditions that conveniently raise payments and are, shall we say, hard to argue with once they're on your chart. That's disastrous, you guys. In fact, When Medicare reintroduced dementia as a billable diagnosis in 2020, new dementia diagnosis in Medicare Advantage, jumped up 11.5% higher than in traditional Medicare. Now pause and take a deep breath, because I would ask seniors to see their medical records if you are with Kaiser Permanente, just to make sure no new diagnoses were added to your chart. It's very, very important. Please go back and ask, because if you're enrolled in a Medicare Advantage, here's your takeaway. Not fear, but awareness. If you're with Kaiser Permanente, say so below. Let us know how you like Kaiser, or if you don't like Kaiser, or if you had any complaints, or if you went back and asked to look at your chart. Because it's a sad day if Kaiser decides to increase the bill when it's already high enough. Am I right? So stay tuned for information on Secure 65 health plans, and stay on top of your medical records, you guys. It's important. It could influence other insurance you are trying to get approved for and not even know. So for that, I'm Monet Swan, and I post new information every day. So stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, and I mean always, stay golden. I love you guys. Bye.